Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining my channel. I got a braided wig from Amazon called Fecihor, and it is a 22-inch synthetic and human hair wig, full lace human hair wig. The curly part of the hair is definitely human hair in my experience, and I believe the braided part is the part that is synthetic. It is a full whole lace wig, which means you can do any style that you would like to. Comes with a really nice glueless cap. So here I am going to put it on for the first time. I just filmed everything, my whole process. Took it out of the box, put it on my head just to kind of decide what all I'm going to do with it. And it is glueless, so I'm going to show you glueless install first, then I'll melt it down. Right now the lace is still on and it is not tinted. So as you can see, the lace is actually pretty decent there. It has a very slight brownish gray tint. And here I'm just playing with it. That hair is so soft, as you could kind of, if you pay attention to my fingers just easily running through the entire time that I was working with this unit. Very easy unit to install. So again, the cap is glueless. It has really, actually pretty good quality combs, and I love that elastic band. Better than the band in most wigs, actually. So here, I'm just putting it on after cutting the lace. So I never really worked with this color of lace, which is why you see me doing this step, just kind of looking at it to see what I'm gonna do with it. And I decided, instead of using my usual medium brown lace tint mousse, I'm going to use my light brown lace tint mousse on the lace. And then on the sides, to blend in with my own edges, I'm going to use a little bit darker. I'm going to go in with my dark lace tint mousse. So I'm just kind of taking my time, as I usually do, to think about how I'm going to wear it and just look at my lace. This is just what I do, a lot of playing with the wig. So some of you, if your skin is my color or even a little bit lighter, you're not going to have to, probably won't have to tint that lace at all to your color. I went ahead and used my crazy light brown mousse. Again, I usually use a medium brown, but this lace was already a little bit darker than what I usually work with. I used my Cafuni and More mocha, just so my sides would be a little bit darker to blend in with my own edges. I use any type of fat makeup brush. I think I got that one off of Temu. And just, since I'm already dressed, I just go ahead and dry with my hair dry the lace. And on that part, as I was playing with the braids, I kind of noticed they could use the little softening up. So I did blow dry the braided part just to soften them up a little bit, put a little heat to them. And this is the results of just putting it on glueless, cutting the lace, and putting some lace tint mousse. Then I'm a little extra sometimes, so I decided to go ahead and try to blend that in a little bit better with my skin, although it did look good glueless. Cap real snug. That band is such a good band, you guys. So I put some lace melting spray on my forehead, a little bit too much there, I think. And then position my lace as flat as possible. making sure the hairs are not stuck up under that lace. That's going to make it look a lot less natural. And now I'm using just the tail of my comb to push that lace down into my forehead, using my finger and my comb, trying to push the lace down, trying my best not to push the baby hairs onto my forehead. I don't like that. I'm going to be pushing those back. There's a lot you could do with those. You can curl them. You can probably cut them off. But my installs are a little different because I never really wear my hair with like a super perfect neat look. So I just leave the baby hairs on and push them back. But so then I looked at it and decided this should be done before you melt, but I didn't notice until after I melted that some of the baby hairs needed to be plucked out. I wanted to just thin that hairline out just a little bit. Anybody can do this. I do not know how to pluck, you guys, but sometimes I will take my tweezers and just pull along that line of baby hairs, and that's it. That's the only plucking that I know how to do. I haven't taken a whole lot of time to learn, but something I really do want to learn. So just plucking some of those baby hairs out. So this wig lace has been cut, lace has been tinted, and now I'm just using my hair dryer to just blow those hairs out of my face a little bit. So this next step, I want to protect my investment. This wig was, I think, about $110, $120 on Amazon, which is not bad for the quality, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of human hair braided wigs much, much better. I decided to go with my Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum. Those products that I showed, I'm using them as, I guess you should say, off-market use. I looked at the ingredients, and they all have the same ingredients of that Simply Styling spray, which is just a really good spray, just a bit pricey in my opinion. So I made it my mission to find other products that were cheaper. The Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum is not cheaper, but it was something that I already had. I had been having for years in my house, so I'm using it now for curly and braided wigs. So this is really cute, just with a little middle part. The length of it, at some point I'm going to stretch it out for you, but the length of it is 22 inches, but just a note, that's the stretched out length. I don't think that I am really tall. I'm 5'9", and wigs are not as long on me, but to me it looks like about the length of a 20-inch wig, but those curls do stretch out, so I think that's their stretched length. Also, one thing about this wig that would be a minus but can be worked with. See, when I try to part it, those braids are just a little stiff. The braided part. Now the human hair part is so super soft. And the roots, the hair at the roots, I believe is human too. It's so natural looking. But I just use a little heat first and then a little cool to cool down my head. But I use a little heat on there to kind of soften up the braided part so that I can part it. Usually we use our hot comb, but since this is a braided wig, it's kind of easy to just use the hair dryer to soften that up. And there you go. That right side part that I'm creating looks pretty cute. I like the middle part too, but I just wanted to kind of see what it looked like as a right side part. So I use heat, then I cooled it down for my comfort. Isn't that pretty, you guys? I think it's so pretty. There were some iffy reviews on this wig on Amazon, but I don't know. I just think it's really pretty if you like super dark, super dark hair. I believe it's like a 1B. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and I will put the details in the description. I hope you all have a very blessed day. Thank you.